Hey everybody, good afternoon. It's Kayla with the Celebration Company. Happy Monday. I hope you had a fabulous weekend. I'm glad to see y'all today. We are going to make a snowman, so I'm using this paper mache snowman form that we have available at celebrationcompany.com. I believe it is $5.99, and we are going to make this adorable. All right, are y'all ready? Because we're going to turn it into the cutest little snowman that you can decorate your home with. You could also turn this into an ornament as well, which would be really cute too. So I'm going to be using some paint. I've got our rusty stars. I'm thinking about using these as buttons as well. We've got these little stars here that are in this package. So I'm thinking about using these. We'll see. And we're just going to jazz this thing up and make it cute. We've got to do a little bit of painting to it, but not a lot. And we're going to have some fun with it. All right. Are y'all ready? Because I think this is going to be really cute. I'm excited. We're going to go kind of primitive with it. I think that the paper mache is going to lend really well to a primitive look. And so we're going to just stress it and then embellish it. All right. So when you hop on, say hello. Let me know that you are on. I'm so glad to see all of y'all. Hi, Stacy. Hey, Dorothy. Hello, Lynn. I didn't trim my hair. It's where I'm wearing it straight, which I don't do very often. Hello, Danae. My weekend was really good, y'all. I had the best day on Sunday. The best day. And that day involved me doing absolutely nothing. I did do some things. I did do some work, but it was all like mindless work that I could just sit on the couch and work on. And so the boys were gone to the football game, and the entire day I sat on the couch and I watched my TV shows and I worked on just some mindless things that I was prepping some things for you all that something is coming that's going to be really fun here in a few weeks. But anyway, so it was just a really, really, really good day. And then Saturday, I also did some prep stuff for a product that's going to be available. And went to Griffin's football game. They lost, but it was a good game. They played really well. Hey, Holly. Hello, Teresa. Hi, Donna. Hello, Jenny. Hey, Karen. Hey, thank you so much, Teresa Smith. Hi, Teresa Johnston. Hey, Carol. Hey, Lori. I'm so glad to hear that, Lori. I hope you love everything. Hey, Maxine. Hi, Larissa. I'm so glad you like it, Larissa. We've had quite a lot of you all join the new Facebook channel. I'm glad y'all are liking that. Y'all be sure to let us know if you like it or not. How is it doing for you? I am curious. I'm also curious which alerts you're getting first. If you are on text and Facebook channels, let me know which one you get first. Do you get the text or do you get the channel first? Hi, Lori. Hey, Christine. Hey, Holly. Hi, Rosemary. Hey, Connie. Hey, Linda. Hey, Bev. Hi, Darlene. Thank you, Darlene. Hi, Allison. Hey, Glenda. Thank you, Holly. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. Griffin had a good time at the Bengals game. He and Andrew had a blast. Unfortunately, the Bengals lost by 1 point, but it was a really good game. They did have a really good time. I know, Laura. I told Andrew, I was like, I just have had the best day. And I told Mom, I said, I just keep looking at the clock thinking, oh, it's almost over. Oh, I only have 6 hours left. Oh, I only have 5 hours left. It's just rare to get time like that. It's just rare. I am from Lexington, Kentucky. Hey, Connie. Hey, Jeslyn. Hey, Nora. Hello, everyone. Connie says she received the text first. Text first, okay. Larissa says she got the channel and then the text and then the YouTube alert. The text first. Okay, so it seems like doesn't matter. So I sent the text first, and then I sent the channel. And so some of you all are saying you got the channel before the text, and some of y'all are saying you got the text before the channel. So it seems like it really doesn't quite matter. It's kind of random. All right. So let's get this painted. Allison, how do you get the channel or the text alerts? The text alerts, you can text the word join to 1-844-731-3357. Text the word join to that number. And then I think that's the way it's working nowadays. You can also go to thecelebrationcompany.com, and there will be a pop-up. And when that pop-up comes in, if you sign up there for the email alerts, you can also choose to sign up for text alerts there. If you go onto the Celebration Company's Facebook page, there is a post there where you can join. You can also go to the channels tab on top of our page, the Facebook page, and you can go in there and also join our channel. Okay. All right, so let's get this painted. We're going to start with white. Boy, should I really wash my paintbrushes, y'all. Okay, here's one. Good deal. All right. So I'm going to paint this warm white. And we're just going to get the base of it painted, the body, rather, painted. And then I'll paint the hat in black. So I'm choosing to do the white first because the black is going to cover up the white really easily. So I can just kind of overlap the white with the black. You're welcome, Allison. And we send all kinds of different things. We not only send alerts about lives, but we also send alerts about new products, specials, sales that are going on, all kinds of different things, promotional things. So just like that, I love the paper mache because it just is so easy to paint. Okay, so just like that. And then I'm going to dry this. Christy, it was a really, really good weekend. Really good weekend. It got me. I said, you know, we're heading in. Well, we're in the fourth quarter, which is for anyone in retail is crazy busy. And there's just so much to do over the next couple of months, and it's overwhelming to think about. And so it was nice to have that time yesterday. I felt like it sort of gave me the push that I needed to be able to get through these next few months, which are just going to be wild, you know? Who started decorating for Christmas yet? I think that I'm going to decorate next weekend after Halloween. I think I'm just going to bite the bullet and do it. It's not going to be the easiest because Griffin's got a football game on that Saturday, but I don't have anything else going on that Sunday other than church. So I think I'm gonna bite the bullet and just get it done because the other weekends there are other things, and I just feel like I just need to do it. So I think I'm gonna just do it this coming Saturday and Sunday, and I'll just have to stop in the middle to take Griffin to his football game. Yep. So I think that's what I'm doing too. I think there will be a lot of people too because um, it's unusual, but you know, Halloween is on a Friday this year. And so that means that after the day after Halloween is Saturday and it's the weekend and everyone's going to be ready. No, Christy, I decided not to. I decided I didn't have the manpower to do it in many different ways. So I decided not to. I'm going to just stick with what I've done before. I might switch it up a little bit. I'm not sure. I may go a little less whimsy. We'll see. We'll see what happens and what comes of it. But I'm just going to use what I've got and go with it. So just didn't have what I needed to be able to make that happen. Oh, fun, Holly. Teresa's like, not until after Thanksgiving. Teresa, maybe I might. It's like several of y'all are going to decorate next weekend. Or this weekend. It's this weekend, y'all. Okay, let me get a brush for the black. And we'll go on and paint. You know what? This is not quite dry. I'm going to dry it a little bit more. Oh my goodness, Christy, you'll be decorating for weeks, won't you? I honestly don't know how you all do it, where you decorate so many different rooms, because to me it's extremely overwhelming, you know? To do 2 rooms takes me a couple of days, you know? Like for instance, Crystal with Glitz and Glue. Y'all follow her. She starts decorating at like end of September, early October. And she has to because she does so much. It probably takes her a whole month to get things decorated. I just don't know how she does it. That's just very overwhelming to me. And then I feel like by the time she's done, it's time to take it down. Unless it's just something that it's more about just enjoying it and having fun doing it than about getting to enjoy it while it's up. I don't know. Like, I enjoy it, but all the mess and the clutter overwhelms me, and I just want to get it done, you know? So I'm going to try and keep my house straight this week. That is something that is really important. I feel like I cannot drag in all of these totes of things if my house is cluttered up, because then it's just sensory overload. Is anyone else like that? So it's like my house has got to be straight. All right, so I'm just going to freehand the hat brim. Of course, like I said, I'm just going right over the white. We're doing a snowman today. So this doesn't have to be perfect, but you're just kind of eyeballing about where you think that line would be for your hat. The great thing about black, covers in one coat. Okay. All right, there we go. So here is the hat on our snowman. Just like that. I completely understand, Marcia. Oh my gosh, Jezelyn. That is insane. Good for you. Wow, you must feel amazing. I wish I could do that. That's awesome, Dana. Yeah, Mary, mine is too. Takes you 2 weeks to decorate. The snowman is from our website, thecelebrationcompany.com. I'll see if I can put the link up here. I am sure it does, Christy. Okay, so here's the snowman link. There are 2 different sizes. This one that I'm using is the smaller one. Okay, this is the 6-inch, and then we also have a 7.5 inch. Okay. So before we move on to the next part of the snowman, I'm going to distress it. So I'm going to dry it really well, and then we'll distress. And I might also do a little raw umber on it too, to give it a primitive look. I just feel like the paper mache, it just leans that way. It either leans primitive or it leans vintage, you know? I'm so glad to hear that, Lorianne. All right. Okay, so we're going to just get our sander. By the way, if you've never seen our sanders, we have these pink sanders available at celebrationcompany.com. These are so stinking good. I think they're $9.99. They come with 6 sheets of 80 grit sandpaper, which is what we use for crafting around here all the time. They are a bit squishy, and they have a little spot right here, so they just fit your hand really nicely, and they have the cute little scallop and the Celebration Company on the top. So these are also available on our website. Christy, Griffin got his cast off today, so he is very excited and very happy. Andrew goes back this week. All right, so I'm just going to take my sander, and I am just going to give this a distress, just sort of all over. Wherever you want to, as much as you want to. The other thing I like about paper mache is when you distress it, it almost takes on a wood look. Teresa, I probably will go live at least once. Maybe not my big tree. Sometimes I just don't want to, because I want to just take my time, and I just want to enjoy the process and not have to worry about, to be honest, not have to worry about explaining everything that I'm doing and all of that. But I typically will go live when I do my kitchen tree. So this is what it looks like when it's distressed. And I'm going to grab my raw umber. And a couple of whites. And let's just give this a wash with like a stain. Thank you, Teresa. All right, let me take this QR code off now so it's not in the way. Can I get it? There we go. Okay. Lori Ann, it was really good. The boys had a great time. All right. So let me grab a baby wipe. And I'm just going to do a little bit of raw umber right onto my baby wipe. And then I am just going to rub this all over my snowman. You can remove as much or as little as you want to. This is just going to really make it look older and worn and just give it that really cool vintage look. All right. Now, once I get it kind of all wiped on, I think I'm going to take a paper towel so that I'm not completely removing, but we're leaving a bit. Okay. And you can go in and add more if you want to, which I may. You can even just kind of take and tap a little bit. But I mean, look how pretty that looks. And look how it looks like wood now. But it's paper mache. Okay. I like it. All right. So, I didn't even use my brush. Good deal. All right, let me dry this really quick. Sandy, I hope you had a great time on vacation. Hi, Gia. Good to see you. Sandy, where'd you go on vacation? All right. Let's do a nose. I think I'm going to use one of our noses. We'll see. Let me find them. Find my stuff here. Okay, I don't think any of these are small enough. I know I have some though, so I might have to go and this one I think is gonna be awfully big, but do I think it's too big? I think it's too big. Let me go get a small one. Hang on just a second. I just saw some. Over here. There we are. Okay. All right. So I'm going to use one of our snowman noses. These are available on our website. Okay, that looks good. So we'll use that. Let me see if I have a dowel that will fit inside it. It does have a little hole on it. This one doesn't quite fit right, but I think we can make it work. Oh my goodness, Nancy, are you kidding me? What happened? That is my worst nightmare, honestly. All right, so I just did a little hot glue inside the hole and then stuck my dowel inside the hole, okay? And then I'm going to paint this. So we'll paint it with orange spice, and then we'll use a little raw umber as well. Sandy, if you are saying that the mouse story is funny, no. That's horrifying. Okay? That is straight up horrifying. I would absolutely poop my pants, okay? I would. Exactly, Lori. She said time to move. Yeah. No, ma'am. I don't think so. I can tell you right now I wouldn't be sleeping in that house until I knew that thing was gone. Nancy, you don't know where it went? Oh my goodness. I mean, yeah. Not sleeping there. Nope. Nope. Most definitely not. That is my worst nightmare right there. They say that's why you're not supposed to have like a bed skirt or something like that, because then it gives more for things like mice and bugs to crawl up it. I don't have a choice though, y'all. I have a tiny room and I have no space to store things. I have to use the underside of my bed for storage. I agree, Roxanne. I agree. Okay, so we got our nose painted. So let's take a little bit of raw umber and we're just going to add a little bit to it to age this a little bit. So I'm just taking a brush, adding some raw umber, and then I'm just going to kind of dry brush. This is the same brush that I used to paint it with. We're just making it look a little dirty. Okay. All right. Nancy, you don't have a bed skirt and it still ran across. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's see here. I am going to cut my dowel down. I get it, Danae. I get it. Okay, so that we've got a little dowel. Okay. Then I'm going to take a knife, or we could also use, what is that little thing that I have that came from the Dollar Tree? And it's got like a little sticky thing on the end, like a little, you know, it's kind of like this, kind of like these, except it's got a point on the end, like a sharp point. Could use that. I'm trying to see if I can find that. It would work for this. But I am not seeing it anywhere. So let's find something else to use. Basically, we're just going to poke a hole. We're going to poke a hole into our paper mache snowman. So I'm just going to use one of these knives. You have two dumb cats. Christine says, I have a good one also. We had a 2.5-foot rattlesnake get caught in a rat trap about a month ago on our patio. Living in Arizona, it is not unusual, but we have lived here 10 years and it's our first one. Oh my goodness, Christine. This is one reason why I live in Kentucky and why I live in the city, because we don't see those types of things. And for that, I'm thankful. Okay, so I am just going to figure out where I need my hole to be. And I'll just take and use my little knife to cut an X. And then I can just use my dowel and just press to create the hole. Okay, and then we'll just do some hot glue. And we'll just put our little nose right into our snowman. I like to do the nose first because then you know exactly where to put your eyes and your mouth. The nose, you know, always is going to go in the middle. Okay, so then the eyes and the mouth are pretty easy. So for the eyes, I'm going to keep it pretty simple, and I'm just going to take my black and I'll take the end of a brush, and I generally go, if the nose is here, I'm going to go just to the outside of the nose, okay? So almost even like where the eyes are inside the nose, the width of the nose, a little bit. Okay. So there's our eyes. Okay, you want to make sure not to go too far out. Sandy, I am very, like, I really want to move, but I don't want to move far out. I want to just be on the outskirts, you know? That's my dream. I am sure, Nancy. Goodness gracious. Okay. Now, for the mouth, I'm always torn with the mouth. I never know what to do. I never know what to do. I feel like I want to just do a straight line to the side is what I feel like I want to do. So let me see if I can find a small precision brush. Every time I do it, I think that looks dumb. I always have the intention. I see it done on other ones and it's cute. And when I do it, it ain't cute. It's a bit wonky. But I think that's okay. Don't y'all? We're just going with a traditional smile because it's what I can make of it. Okay, there we go. All right. So we got our face done. Now let's see about some cheeks. All right. Let's do some cheeks, and then we can start really embellishing this guy. I'm going to grab my pinks, I always start with spun sugar because I never know how dark it needs to be. So let me grab, I'm going to use a brush, I think. I don't really know. That, I need a Q-tip, I think. But I don't know if I've got one down here. I had some, but gosh, I never used them. This is showing up. It's very pale. So what do y'all think? I'm thinking I might want to go in with the warm lipstick. Let's do just a little. Kind of blend them together. I'm going to use my finger here to kind of blend it out a little bit. Okay. There's our cheeks. All right. So let's figure out the rest of the embellishments. Let's do some arms. I'm thinking that I'd like to do some wire. Let's see if I've got what I have. Okay, so let's grab. Thank you all for sprinkling. Okay, I have some rusty wire, and I've also got this stuff here. I think we're going to go with this stuff, which I think I got at Hobby Lobby in the seasonal craft stuff. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do is try something and see if this will work. I'm going to cut a long piece. I'm going to fold this piece in half like this. And then in half again, I think. I really don't know. I'm just playing. And then we'll wrap this together. To create one piece. Okay. So I have one piece that's about 8 inches long. Okay. All right. So let's figure out. I'm gonna grab a skewer. It's about the same size as this stuff. Let's see if we can't press this through. And then push it all the way through the other side. I may not be able to. We may have to press it. That worked pretty good, actually. Okay. So somehow, I'm hoping that I can push this through. Let's try a piece of wire. I've got this strong wire here. What, baby? Okay, where is it? All right, so I'm going to take and make a little hook or make a little needle. Y'all, this, I'm working through this in my head. Can you see the wheels turning? Can you see them? Okay. I'm gonna loop this through. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to make this happen or not. Let's see if I can twist this together. Hang on. All right. Okay. Through and hopefully into the opposite side if I can find the hole. That's the worst part, y'all, is trying to find the hole. I feel like we're close. I want to make it go through so that it's all one piece, because then it would be easier to keep it in. It's not going to fall out. Do you know what I mean? Now, where are my pliers? I can't find any needle nose pliers at the moment. I'm trying to get this twisted so that it stays together. Bead threader. That might work. I feel like this should work if I can just find the hole. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? That hole bigger. You know, you really wouldn't think that it would be this difficult, but I'm not getting it done. I ain't getting it done. So, gosh darn it. I have a bead threader, but I don't know where it is. Right there it is. It's more flimsy. I feel like it's going to be even harder. Because it's really flimsy. And I don't have my phone down here because my husband took it. So I can't shine a light because I'm thinking maybe if I shine a light. OMG, please work. Do y'all think I'm going to get this figured out? You know what I'm thinking? I'm about to cut a hole in the bottom of this snowman. I feel like I'm dancing all around it, but I cannot find the hole. I give up. I give up. This shouldn't be this difficult. Can I put this through and find it? I got that through. So is there a way that I could make that work? I'm sure I'm losing y'all. Try putting let's try this. Let me grab some tape, and I'm gonna tape it onto the dowel. Like this. Oh my gosh, this is so redneck, y'all. This is what you call redneck engineering. Or it's what I call redneck engineering. Okay. Now, we just have to get that tape and stuff through into the hole, which is thick. OMG. It is giving me trouble indeed. More trouble than it was supposed to. Do you know what I mean? At this point, I'm just making the hole bigger. We're like right there. You're right there. Come out, you pretty little thing. I know you want to. Okay. We did it. We did it. Now, it might be a little wonky, but I got it. And maybe we can fix it so that it don't look so janky. All right. But we got the arms in. Okay? So, hallelujah, praise the Lord Jesus. All right, so I'm going to do some hot glue around the hole because the hole ended up being bigger than I wanted it to. So we'll just do some hot glue to hold the arms so that they don't pull through. Okay? And then after that sets up, we'll adjust the arms. Okay. Let's keep embellishing. All right, so we've got our stars here. And I was thinking about using these rusty stars for buttons, which I think is going to be really cute. So I think I'll do 2 for the buttons. And then we will do a scarf and embellish the hat. I'm just going to hot glue these on because I'm out of super glue and I really need to buy some. These probably won't stick very well. These stars are also available on thecelebrationcompany.com, and they are primitive shaped rusty stars. So they're little and they're cute. All right, so for our arms, I can adjust these. And then what we can also do is cut the end here where this end was folded, and we can just separate so that it looks like a stick or like fingers. See, like that. And that's the beauty of paper mache, is you can go through the inside like that, even though that was a pain in the booty. Okay, let's find a scarf. This is coming together. Let's figure out a scarf here. Okay, this looks like a good option for a scarf. See if it's long enough. All right, I'm gonna cut and tear. Hey Jamie, good to see you. All right, let's see if this is long enough. Okay, I think it's gonna be just right. All right, and I'm just going to use some hot glue to just tack this down. No, Sandy, now we may have an auction and it may be available on the auction, but I don't usually sell the crafts that we do. It just doesn't work very well. We have tried it before and it just didn't go over real well, so we'll do an auction on the occasion. Oh, that's already coming off. Okay. All right, now let's embellish the hat a little bit. Look how cute that's looking. So let's see what we could do on the hat. Let's see what I can find. So we can definitely do a little floral if we want. Oh, I forgot to, I've got little tiny mini pine cones that somebody sent me. By the way, I did have a follower send me a bunch of napkins that I'm going to be giving back to y'all. But I don't remember what her first name is. So if that was you, let me know. The last name is Lehe from Arizona. I can't remember what your first name is, though. So if that was you, let me know so I can acknowledge you and tell you thank you. All right, so there's red in this scarf. It's more of a red, not a burgundy. So I'm thinking we should go with a red. I kind of like this color greenery though. So I'm going to cut a smidge of it off. This is available at celebrationcompany.com. We still have these. These are beautiful. And then let's grab, I do have some berries. Let's see about these, I think look good. And those pine cones. What did I do with those pine cones? Hang on just a second. Let me see if I can find them. Here they are. So these little bitty tiny baby pine cones that somebody sent me. Look at these. Aren't they adorable? Those might be cute on the hat too. So I'm just going to fold this greenery back. And it's a little too much. I'm going to just trim this a bit so that it's not quite so long. Okay, and let's glue this on. Yes, Sandy, they are real. Okay, so I just kind of bent it in half. We trimmed it down a little bit, and then I'm just gluing it on like that. Scissors down. Okay, now we'll take, I wonder if I could just twist that. I just don't have any. Ow. It's not working the way I wanted it to. Okay, there we go. That's a little something. Okay, let's see about gluing this on. A couple of little berries with our greenery. And then let's see about these little pine cones that are super duper cute. Okay, let's first look at 2 of them. Okay, I think I'm gonna glue 2 on, and I may add another one. So I'm gonna glue 2 on going the same direction as the berries. And then we might add another one sitting right on top, so you cover up the ends of the stems. Well, I don't understand why, I mean, YouTube just is wacko. I don't understand why there's never anyone on there that's watching and commenting to be nice because they're actually enjoying your content. Everyone that watches is just being a turd, honestly. All right. It's rare to get someone on there that's being nice and kind. All right. So look how cute that turned out. That is adorable. What a cute little snowman we turned that paper mache snowman into. Let me post the link on here again. So remember, we have 2 sizes. So this one's the smaller size. And it is $5.99. And then we have the larger one, which is quite a bit larger. And I don't remember how much it is. But these are super duper cute. And y'all, I mean, how easy was that? Aside from those arms, he was really easy to do and absolutely turned out so cute. Such a cute little snowman. And like I said, I love that about paper mache, that you can paint it and then distress it, and it looks like a wooden snowman. It looks like a carved wooden snowman when you're done with it. And you just get to have fun with it. I know there's so many of y'all on here that like snowmen, so you want to grab these snowmen. That's an option, Donita. I don't know if I could get a piece small enough that I could make that work, because I feel like it needs to be fairly small. you know? Let's see. Let's see if it's going to be too much or not. Yay, April. Thank you so much. I think it's almost too much. Personally, I think it's a little bit too much, but that's just me. What do y'all think? Do y'all think it's too much, or do you like it? I have mixed feelings. Mixed feelings about it. And I'm trying to think about how you could do a hanger on here. Because obviously you can make a hole in the top, but I'm trying to think about how would you put something in there and keep it to stay. You almost need some kind of, you know what you need? You know those strings? That's what you need. You need like the things that Dollar Tree uses on their signs sometimes, where it has like that shoestring tip on it, but it opens up, like it flattens out. You know what I mean? So you could stick those two ends of those down in, and then when you pull it up, it latches. Do you know what I'm saying? You need something like that, and you would be able to use that to make a hanger. I'll see if I can find something like that. A cardinal. A cardinal would be super cute. I don't know if I got one small enough, but let me see. I think I used my small one the other day on a different snowman. Yeah, see, I've got a big one, which is way too excessive. That's just overkill right there. And this one is definitely too big, I think, as well. And it's a little odd. He's a little odd bird. He's facing backwards. And yeah, I don't have one big enough or little enough. They're all too big. They are all too big, but that would be cute. A cardinal would be cute. Yes, a gift bag. Yes, Jenny, exactly like that. That's what you need for the hanger. That would work really well. So, all right. Okay, Sharon says the little pine cones are alder tree cones. They are what is left after the alder drops its seeds. Cute. Thanks, Lisa. Yeah, I agree, Teresa. All right, y'all. All right, very good. Well, there you have it. There's our little snowman. I hope y'all enjoyed this little craft. Make sure you grab your snowman. I put the QR code at the bottom. You can screenshot it and then go into your photos and hold down on that QR code, and that will bring up the website. You can also just go to thecelebrationcompany.com to buy your snowman. If you just go to just search for snowman, you'll be able to find it there. All right. Y'all have an amazing day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll